you know, that you got to think of that, think of people that way. But I've been screwed over a lot in my life, and of course I was my immediate, my immediate thing. I go right to thinking the worst, But then after, her son bringing me the TV and it's sitting on my front step and the noise is still there. Obviously it's not it, and then I plugged the TV in my shack. It's plugged in right now, and it's been powered on. I powered it on again this morning just to make sure, and no problem. It's an LCD TV with no issues, so I guarantee that she probably, got this really new nice television from me. That, and like you said, Gary, gave the other problem TV to one of her family members, or is going to put it in storage until they move. Or whatever, and screw me, screw the geeky guy with the antennas and the ham radio, who's willing to be really nice and put out all this money. It's his own fault for putting out all this money, I guess. I don't know, but anyway, if whatever price I got to pay, it wasn't even really about getting a TV in return or anything like that. It was just getting rid of the noise, okay? And the noise is gone for now. Hopefully it doesn't come back. It wasn't about, what I was getting in return. It was just about getting rid of the noise. I wouldn't have cared if I got any TV in return, honestly. But it's just the point that you give me a TV that's 10 inches smaller than the one I bought you. It's not even a plasma like you told me. This noise, this TV was obviously not the issue. And you want to play me for stupid, when I sit there and text you and tell you that it's not the issue. This isn't a plasma. It's not a 42-inch TV. And then you give me the runaround. Oh, I'm on the phone with my mother. She has dementia. Would you stop? I'm just like, okay, whatever. It's the first I'm hearing that your mother has dementia when I see your mother walking in and out of the house and she lives with you. So don't play me for stupid. Just be honest and upfront with me. But that's the way the world is nowadays. Can't trust anybody. You always have to, unfortunately your mind has to go to thinking the worst. And it kind of is what it is. So as long as the noise doesn't come back, it's $300 well spent. And that's all I honestly care about. I don't have to, it's not like these people, I was friends with them and, and I lost a long-time friend. I never even know these people. And they don't know me, so kind of is what it is. As long as the noise doesn't come back, I don't care. But if it does, then there's going to be a real issue. So we'll see. Anyway, good morning, Kevin. I'll turn it out to Gary in Missouri, and then Gary, you turn it to Kevin, KK4GZQ, and then Kevin, you turn it to Gary, and Gary turns it back to me. And I think that's all who's in here, because I think everybody else signed. So over to you, Gary. K0VUW in the Show Me from W3MMR.
November 8th.
Oh, Kevin's in there.
November 8 India Echo.
Sorry, Kevin, I heard you.
Yeah, that's a little closer. Back it down a little bit. I'm using my SX100, and it receives you guys all very broadly. So to find the center point on my Viking 2, half asleep, it's not as easy as one would think. Anyway, very good morning to everybody. Good morning, Gary. Good morning, Perry. Good morning, Don. I heard, I thought it was Don in there. WC4D maybe. Can't remember. But heard some Kevins and Kevin in there. Good morning to everybody. 19 wonderful degrees here. At least the moisture stopped for a while. My yard is, all the grounds around it, even the small tractors I tried to bring around to move firewood, and the ground is just like a sponge. You step on it and water comes up. So I have turf tires on the garden tractors, and they just slipping and sliding. So I'm glad we're getting a freeze and get the ground back to hard, and I can get a little bigger tractor out, not worry about stripping up the yard all over the place. But the name here is Gary, Golf America Radiator Yankee. QTH is Wildwood, Missouri, and everybody's got a good signal. So let me get it over there to Kevin. I think that's right. Hope you're feeling good and getting ready for your big day there. KK4GZQ, if I got the right guy. K0VUW, Victor Uncle Willie.
Okay, Gary. Good morning, guys. K0VUW with the group KK4GZQ, and I overslept this morning. Heard Don making a last over. I hope Don gets back in here. Whiskey Charlie 4 Delta. Good morning, Gary, down in Florida. WD4NKA, you, Gary, out in Missouri. Perry, W3MMR, Kevin, and Dan that just joined, KA2ZNI and N8IE. Now I'll turn it over to Kevin and see if he can go ahead and get Dan, N8IE. And Dan, I believe Perry said to go back down to Gary, WD4NKA there in Deltona. Of course, I heard what possibly happened with Perry, and I was just, golly, I hope that's not what's going on with that him going out and buying that television. And I just hope to goodness that people, after all the goodness he's tried to, how good he's tried to be about the noise problem, going out and buying the lady a TV set that nobody's trying to hoodoo him. But in this day and time, I don't put it past quite a few out there, I guess. Not everybody, but there's a few out there. Anyway, just real quick, I'm on the Flex 3000 this morning, and I haven't had this amplifier on in a while, but I wanted to get it on the air. I'm running Flex here with a BTI Brad Thompson Industries BTI LK2000 with a single 31000Z in the final here. About the same power output that I normally run with the AL1200, about 300 watts. Here it comes to Wisconsin. Good morning, Kev. Good morning again all the way around, guys. Good to be here with all of you. And Gary, I'm not really anxious to get up there and get it done. I've got a few little butterflies this time tomorrow morning, and I'll be probably getting ready to on the road here, getting ready to check in and get my procedure done. But I'll sure be glad to get it behind me. So thanks for the kind words, Gary. KA2ZNI to take it. KK4GZQ in the group.
Alrighty, Kevin. Very good. KK4GZQ here in the group this morning. KA2ZNI. Good morning to you, Kevin. Great to hear you on this morning. Glad we were able to catch you one more time there before you headed off tomorrow. Not to keep bringing that up. I'm sure that's on your mind enough as it is, but I was glad to be able to get in here this morning. You had such a great signal last night. I was hoping to get in and catch you and Philip and his brother, but Becky and I had things going on here and just didn't get the chance to do that. So thankful that my last day off here that I was able to sneak in here and say hi to you for a minute. You'll definitely be in our thoughts and prayers tomorrow as you head in and get that taken care of. Obviously, I'm not going to bother tomorrow, but in a couple of days, 3 days, whatever, I'll send you a text there and see how you're doing and how you made out. And I'm sure everything will be just fine. We're hoping for the best for you. And anyway, so we'll stay in touch one way or another. If not via radio, via text and social media. So the Flex is sounding great there this morning with the BCI and the 31000 working great there, Kevin. Okay, good morning to Perry out there. Boy, Perry, I'll tell you what, sorry to hear about your little ordeal there, buddy. That's, man, like Kevin said, hopefully that's not what's going on. But I certainly wouldn't put it. I certainly wouldn't put it past anyone to do something like that. And it's really got to leave a sore spot for sure if that's what's going on. As long as the ultimate goal is met and the noise doesn't return, I guess you've met that goal. But kind of a cheesy deal if that's what they pulled on you. So here's hoping for the best for you out there, and hopefully things work out in your favor, and at least hopefully the noise never returns. If nothing else, there'll be at least one good thing out of it. And Gary out there in Wildwood, you got a real nice signal here this morning. Good morning to you. You're running about 15 to 20 over 9. Doing a great job here. And let's see, put it on that side. Good morning to Dan. We're passing it over to Dan here. And just getting caught up there because I've been in and out of the shack. I've had things going on that I had to get to breakfast here real quick. So, and I also got a new piece in the line here this morning, so we're kind of making adjustments on the fly there, changing some things up. So with that, we're going to over to you, Dan. And good morning to everybody. I hope I didn't miss anybody there. Good morning to Gary again, and I know Steve's out there, but it's 73 Steve. If you're still in there listening, good to hear you in there this morning. Signals are getting better and better between us, Steve, so I'm hoping that for some better band conditions, because I hear you a lot better than I did last year. Yeah, I think Don said he was going to step away there for a couple of rounds until his noise got better. Okay, Dan, N8IE here in the Fine Business Group this morning. KK4GZQ.
Hi, Chuck McNeil. Anybody else? Good. Hi, guys. Good morning. This is Dan. Here in the wild. About the excitement when you get back on air. We look forward to that day coming. It's kind of cloudy here, but about 25 degrees. Just a normal Ohio winter weather this morning. Starts out about 25 degrees and it'll be up somewhere in the 40s or 50s by the time. All right, I think it's
Good morning to you up that way. Go ahead, Gary. WD4NKA in the group, KK4GZQ for the relay.
I am not hearing Dan at all. It's totally below the noise. The conditions I think of Kentucky. I can hear you very okay, but
right, Gary. Real good. WD4NKA in the group W3MMR. Still good. Got a good copy on you this morning, Gary. Yeah, the noise hasn't come back. I'm just going to stop talking about it. Because it's aggravating, as obviously you guys see and understand. It's kind of a crappy situation. But what can you do? It's just the way the cookie crumbles, as they say, or as I like to say. So we'll see. I just hope it stays away. It's not there now. I'm able to copy everyone locally, fine business. I'm just happy it's not there. And anyway, but I do, Don made me think about this, and every once in a while when it rains, I get some power line noise. Now, a buddy of mine's an engineer for the power company. He helped me with this issue and helped me with another neighbor RFI issue that we got straightened. And he seems to think it's not what it is, but it only because he thinks, he says, well, usually power line noise is more, it occurs more when it's really dry out, because the moisture helps bridge that gap wherever it's arcing, which makes sense. But this has that distinct power line noise, that fast, that fast arcing buzz type sound. And the noise blanker in the Anon here knocks it out. I mean, really, really knocks it out. But if I don't have it on, every once in a while you see it, and it's just, when it lasts about a half a second, it's real quick, and then it goes away, and it's in and out, in and out, in and out. It's not real bad here on 75 meters. But you get down to 160 AM broadcast band, and it's brutal down there. But like I said, the noise blanker on the Anon here knocks it right out. So I'm tired of thinking about noise. I don't even want to talk about it, but here I am talking about it. Anyway, yeah, Kevin, good luck tomorrow, buddy. And I'll be in touch with you. We'll be checking up on you. The morning crew here, we'll be thinking about you, and I'm sure you'll have the bedside receiver on, or trying to limp your way into the shack as much as you can, or set up. You'll be there tonight, setting up a bedside radio, dragging coax into the bedroom. That's great, man. I'm sure everything will be fine. Medical stuff nowadays has come a long way, and there's really not much you have to worry about. But I know it's you got to be, definitely something I would get nervous about. I've never been under for surgery in my life. The only time I went under was for an endoscopy. When they shove a camera down your throat. For some GI issues I was having when I was in the military. It's the only time I've ever been put under. So that'd be a scary deal, knowing they're chopping you open, and you close your eyes, and next thing you know, you're awake again. It's pretty creepy. So prayers go out to you for that, bud. And prayers. I've seen the stuff on Facebook there about Liz. She seemed like a real nice lady. I would have loved to have been able to meet her. I'm sure I probably heard her on the air listening a time or two. Over the years, I used to shortwave listen here on 75 meters, and as a kid, and listen to my father here on 75 meters and such. So I'm sure I probably heard her on the air, but I don't think I would have had a chance to get a QSO with her, because she seemed like a real nice lady, and like you said, the first lady of AM. And yeah, Gary, you're close enough to out there in Wildwood. You're close enough to 85, and you sound great. Good signal out here, about 10 over S9. Kevin ZNI, good morning to you, bud. You're about 15 over S9 here this morning, into the A-NAN, as you guys in the Midwest say. And Dan, good morning to you. You're about S9, 5 over S9, Dan. I got about 75-80% of what you were saying there, so not too bad this morning. But I know Gary down south was saying that he's having some issues hearing the guys up north of this morning. So hopefully conditions will improve here. So we'll keep it moving along. I send it down back out to Gary there in Wildwood, Missouri, and then he keeps it moving along to KK4GZQ, then out to Kevin ZNI, and then Dan N8IE, and then back around to the top to Gary. So K0VUW from W3MMR.
Coming in. W3MMR, K0VUW. Okay, very good, Pro. Well, real quick on the hold on a second. Like 84.8, does it? I'll leave it at that. On the pole peaks and the insulators and whatnot, they're both right. If you got dirt or soot or whatever across the insulators and it rains, it'll quiet things down. However, if you have a cracked insulator, it will be fine when it's dry, but as water leaks through and runs through the crack in the insulator, it will spark. So if you think it's in that full pig or around your, heavy wiring, call the electric company and see if they can come out and take a look. But most of the time you don't have a crack insulator, and the dirt and grime, especially out here in the country, that happens a lot. Where it's been dry for a real long time and so forth. But check it out. It can happen either way. And everybody's talked about your procedure and that, Kevin. I said, wish you luck with it and don't worry about it, but I don't know what it is. So if it's things that doing exploratory, looking for cancer or something like that, who knows? You just got to play the cards you're dealt. In my operations and whatnot, I just went, we'll see what happens. Try to make light of it. That's all you can do. But I'd be curious to see what they're looking for or what they're going to do. It might be serious to you, but overall very minor. And the BTI is sounding good here. I missed the flex, I think you said, maybe. And Gary down there in Florida's coming in good. You're coming in good. All the other fellows in between. N8, I'm just slow on the uptake. I think it's N8IE, maybe. If I got his call right. Everybody's coming in super. No problem at all. So, Kevin, let me move it along here, and good morning to all those. And there was somebody else that was trying to jump in there right when you turned it to me. So, KK4GZQ in the gang, K0VUW.
Okay, Gary, it goes up to Kevin first. Oh, no, it actually does come to me, doesn't it? Okay. I'm still in the clouds here. Let me just make a short one. And I tell you what, Kev, if you don't mind, pick up Chris, AJ1G over in Connecticut. Morning, Chris. And thanks for the QSO late last night. I stayed in. And Kevin, I understand that you were talking with Brian, my neighbor down close to Bowling Green last night. He's a longtime friend. And he was telling me he ran into you down on 3880. K0VUW in the group. This KK4GZQ. Thanks for the compliments. Thanks for all your well wishes about the mountain out of a molehill that I'm making of it over here. And I'm like you, Gary. Anytime you got to get that on or put to sleep, you just can't help it. I've been here and done it before. I've had a hernia, a lower hernia. They don't call it a pelvic hernia, but it's a lower. I had that back in around 1990. So it's been a lot of years since I've been and done it, but still, and this one's higher. Gary, it's a umbilical hernia. outpatient procedure. And I'm sure they're, about like anything else in today's modern medicine, they'll want to get you in there and get you the heck out of there and get you home. They don't want you to stay in there too long, but they don't worry about billing you too much. They still want their money. Dan, wondering if you had a chance to look at that amplifier, that SB200, and see if that capacitor that went out on your SB200, if it damaged the traces on the board. Curious to see what you might say on that. Good morning, Don, if he's still listening. Gary, WD4NKA, said he was going to take a break. So with that, guys, Kevin, if you'd pick up Chris and direct Chris to where to turn it from there. KA2ZNI with the group to take it. Here's KK4GZQ. Go ahead, Kev.
Okay, Kevin, very good. KK4GZQ here in the group this morning. KA2ZNI, yeah, very fine business. Well, you got a good signal up here. And you're about 15 to 20 over. So you and Gary are the two strongest right now. You're both neck and neck. So both about 20 over there on the peaks. So some good band conditions here this morning. And noise is pretty decent here. And ran into your friend there last night. It was rough in there. The band was falling apart. But I managed to get hold on 1 second here. Sorry about that. So I managed to get a quick one with him, and then right after that, I ended up working a station out there in Washington. Had a nice AMQ with a gentleman out there in Washington State. And he was doing pretty good in here, and 2 or 3 go-arounds there. He claimed I was giving him 10 over 9 out there. So, I mean, the conditions out to the West Coast later on was pretty nice. Ended up working a couple stations out there, and worked a station down here in Arizona. So it was pretty fruitful last night after I got on. Nothing close in, but the Southwest and the West Coast was rolling in here quite nicely. So again, good morning to you, Perry. You got a good signal out here. You're doing a nice job in here this morning. Nice to hear you on. It's been kind of hit and miss with us. Trying to catch you on. I think more times than not I catch you on social media more than I do here on the bands. the last week or two, it seems like about the time you're getting in, I'm getting out of here. But this morning, my wife wanted to sleep in a little bit, so we're not going out for breakfast. Gives me a little more time to play on the radio, and then maybe I can catch the guys in the tri-state area down on 3880. So great to hear you on this morning, Perry. Sounding fine business as always. And let me get it over to Chris. I was having a hard time with Chris earlier. I couldn't hear him very well, and then last transmission he made, I think before he got out for a while, it's a couple of guys keyed up on him, tuning up, and then I couldn't hear him at all. So Chris, here she comes. And then you're going to send it down to Dan, N8IE. So go ahead, Chris. AJ1G to take it here in the fine business group this morning. KA2ZNI.
Chris was coming in real good here into Dayton, Ohio this morning. Chris, you're about to come over a real good sounding. It is fading just a little bit. The band is starting to change on us a little bit. I hope that you guys can hear me this morning, more on the Ranger, no amplifier. So we only got about a 40-some watt carrier this morning. And Kevin, no, I've not had a chance to pull the SB200 out of line yet. I hope to do that here either today or tomorrow. I'm real anxious to get that. It's got a Peter Dahl board put in it, transformer board, not transformer, but power supply board. And I know one of the caps let go on it. We got to get in there and find out exactly what happened to this thing. Hopefully it's just a power supply board failure. I know one of the caps died horribly, and I'm hoping that's all it is. But we'll get in there, and like I said, later on, and take a look at that thing and figure it out. It was pulled from the TV service, the red and front of it, but it's solid, it's got good speed, and hopefully we get that thing restored back to this as a matter of fact, the cabinet on the thing is black. Well, hey guys, I'm not
comment for you if you've got a minute. Yeah, Hobach, I think is the right pronunciation. He makes PC boards and diode replacements and the whole kit for SB200s, if you're not aware. Hobach, and real good stuff if you need it. This is Gary, K0VUW and a W in Wildwood.
okay, Gary, you got that Royal Double coming out.
Alright, I think it comes in. Make sure I got it. Alright, N8IE W3MMR. Yeah, Harbach, however you say it, makes a lot of stuff for those amplifiers. So give them a gander there, Dan. But I had zero copy on Chris. Dan, I was starting to lose load. I only got about 50% of the transmission, so the band's still going through some changes. So I'm going to get out of here, guys, and say 7-3. It's been great getting in here with you boys this morning, as always. Great signals out of everyone. Here, so I'll listen out for a while. Kevin, and I'll talk to you before tomorrow morning. Good luck, bud, and everything's going to go fine tomorrow, no worries. And we'll be thinking about you. Great talking to you, Kevin, ZNI. Like you said, normally you're in here super early and sign out right as I'm signing on. Signing in here, so I'm glad I was able to go a few rounds there. So great to hear you, Kevin. Great signal. Flexes sounded phenomenal this morning, as always. So, 7-3, guys. Gary, they're both Garys, both Kevin, Dan, and Don, if you're still listening out, and Chris, if you can hear me. We'll catch you guys tomorrow morning. And with the team said down, Gary and Deltona. 7-3, guys. WD4NKA, W3MMR.
Going to me. Should I take it, Kevin?
Yeah, I think so. I think Gary said he was going to get off on the side there for a little bit. I think he said he wasn't signing, but was just going to get quiet for a little bit. Take it away.
Yeah, okay. Well, the last two times he had turned it to me just to keep the oil if I got my logbook right. This is K0VUW. Well, now that I know about your procedure, you know, here in the Ozark Hills, the only thing to worry about here on that kind of a procedure is if the guy's using a dull pocket knife.